Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Plain Truth. Suicides have hit a new high for U.S. soldiers. For the first time, number of soldier suicides tops those killed in battle in Iraq and Afghanistan. I think I mentioned this before, but I want to get into a little more detail about it. The government is so concerned about it, Department of Defense, that in 2009 they decided to have an aggressive suicide prevention campaign. The VA has revealed that 1 out of every 20 soldier suicides involved a soldier who has been in Iraq or Afghanistan. And the DOD suggests the problem is for one, because they got lower recruiting standards, repeated deployment to theaters of war, and remember we closed down this Schlegel Armory over here and sold they're in the process of selling the property because apparently they don't expect the soldiers to come back. And the illegal use of drugs and military over-reliance on prescription medication. What happens is this one ranger, 23-year-old Army Ranger William Busby, took his own life in November 2012 after returning from Afghanistan. He was with his mother and his sister when he took out a pistol, put it to his head, and killed himself. He told them that he had picked up many body parts and loaded them into helicopters so families would at least have something to bury. Often by grief and hooked by prescription medication, Busby shot himself, overcome by grief and hooked on prescription medication, shot himself with a handgun. The autopsy revealed he had a dozen different pharmaceutical, including oxidine and Paxil. On his return home, he couldn't be in the dark at all. He'd flip out in the dark, his mother told him. He was sleepwalking, and they gave him 400 milligrams of Seroquel, and then gave him Paxil and Klonopin. So the poor guy was on all kinds of these prescription drugs, and that's what we're doing to our veterans. We shouldn't be in all these different wars to begin with. And then we keep on sending him back into battle after battle after battle, and the pressure must be terrible. And the government's answer to all that is giving more drugs, and it's not working. They're committing suicide at a tremendous amount of rate. So thank you very much for watching Plain Truth.